So if you're like me, your hot water heater is a piece of crap and the elements have burned out, and so you need to replace them. There they are. So what you need first is the element tool, which they sell. There actually is a socket that fits this. You don't have to have the element tool, but it's very nice to have one. So there you go. Here's the elements. They're about $10 to $13 a piece. These are universal elements. Hopefully they will work. I think so. The first thing we gotta do is we gotta turn off the electricity and undo these wires. Actually, just undo the wires and they'll be about the same. Just don't touch them. So yeah. Now the electricity is turned off to the hot water heater. Perfect. Now we need to cut off the water to the hot water heater, which is this valve here. And that goes to the cold water in. And now we need to drain the tank. Got my hose hooked up. You turn this left until you start hearing water. I think there's water coming out of it now. Go check the end of the hose. I don't know. I don't see anything yet. Hopefully that's working. And you gotta open a vacuum, so leave this switch open so air can get out. And water's hopefully going in that hose, as it sounds like. Breaking the vacuum. See? Coming out the end of the hose is the water. Not hot at all, so yeah. But your hot water heater drains. This is the relief valve for in case pressure builds up. There's a spring in there and it releases the hot water so your tank doesn't explode. But if you see, now it doesn't do it, you put your lever, this is your leaf lever right here, like this. It lets the air get into the tank so your your water can escape. The hot water here is now drained, so now we can disconnect these wires right here, the blue and the yellow, and use our socket to remove the element. Wow! I don't think I've ever seen a element that bad off. Here's what a brand new element looks like, and that's what an old one looks like. It's like the metal's completely gone. It's just rusted away into. My only worry is that crap's still in the tank. Whatever fell off, so I'll have to watch that. Maybe open a valve or something and bleed out the system and see if I can get those little bits out, because I don't like them rattling around in my tank. Yeah, there's a port. So now I'm going to install this one. I'll show you guys. My brother will film it for you. So now we're going to install the new element. Get your wrench and get your screwdriver. Snake that in there. Finger tighten as best you can. There's so much weight on it is the problem, because it's going to try to twist it. Cross thread. Oh yeah, and I put a gasket on it first, a little rubber gasket. So much weight on that end, it's hard. Oh, my fingers can do it. Oh, Daddy, help me. Let's try that now. Ah! Damn it. Fat fingers can get in this space well. It's so heavy. Look at all that crap that's on there. Let's try from the start on here. No, I can't do that. There we go. There you go. Now it's started. Don't cross thread it. Now we'll put our screwdriver in there. Turn it. Good, now we can hook up the wires. If I didn't break my screwdriver too much. Basically, it doesn't matter which side they go on. So just kind of plug it into there and tighten the screw down. So one wire is hooked up, the other one is to go in angle, kinda. Go in there. There we go. And you guys when you do one element, you should do the bottom one too. So I'm going to do the bottom element next. Yeah, this was a definitely, I've never seen this on a 5-year-old hot water heater. So yeah, wow. That's
Purdy.
it's amazing. That was metal at one point. That was actually metal. That's now some type of rust crap. The bottom one didn't look too bad. I wonder if there wasn't enough water level in the hot water heater at one point, and it was just running without water in it and it burned up, because that's the only thing I can think of why it would just look so bad. Considering the bottom one just comes from the same year, same model number and everything, doesn't look that bad. I think that one probably burned up. So next I'm going to install the bottom one. Alright, before we hook the electricity on, we are going to release the vacuum first by going like this to the open position and turn the water knob and let the tank start filling up. Okay, it's sucking. Actually blowing. Yeah. It's going to take a little while to fill up. While it's doing that, I'll explain elements. Now, on your hot water heater, it shows your upper and lower element. Let me film that for you. Right there. Upper and lower. And our upper and lower is 4,500 / 3,380. That's watts that it can take. So, the one I bought was a 4,500. You gotta let the air out of the system. Once it's filled up past that point, there's still a little bit of air in the system. Turn on your kitchen faucet and let it work that air out. Now we're ready to turn on electricity to it. See what it does. Another note before you turn on electricity is what level your thermostat is set to. Now on mine, since it took a while for it to break, I didn't know what was wrong, so I turned it up. So you want to turn it back down to pre-manufacturer standards, which is 125 on mine. So I use a butter knife. I don't know where my flathead screwdriver is. Also, the tool I used, I got it at Home Depot, and I think it was about $5. You just put a screwdriver through that end and you loosen it. Another thing is when you are putting the gasket on here, make sure there are no twists in the gasket. So, yeah. Anyway, electricity time. Now your hot water heater is back hooked up. You want to give it time to make sure it's not, because it takes a while actually for the water to heat up. Your main checking point will be the hot water line going out. You touch it, it should be warm, or this will even be warm sometimes. So give it about 20-30 minutes to fully heat up and everything. Then we'll come back to it. Water's nice and hot. Very hot. Hot, hot, hot. 120 degrees, so yeah. Good. Success.